Oh, hey there. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm chilling, so if I'm laid back, that's why it's late. I'm kind of tired. And I just wanted to chill and do this video and knock it out the way. That's why the lights are low and the tree's on. And today, I'm ranking everything I watched in November. Now, I'm gonna have to not explain every single movie to the depth that you probably would like me to, because we would be here forever. So I watched 47 movies this month. Starting at number 47, the worst of the whole entire month, has got to be Tobe Hooper's Mortuary. If you guys don't know the story on why about this movie and me and why I watched it, go watch my pop figure collection video. I talk about it. Terrible acting, terrible plot. Not a good movie. Number 46 is The Fog. I talked about this movie in my unnecessary remakes video, so if you want to learn more about that, go check it out. It's just a disrespectful remake that's terrible. Number 45 is Old Dads, which is a Bill Burr comedy that came out last month, I think. October. It's terrible. It's a bunch of old people complaining about the generation. It's not funny. There's no good humor in it. So yeah. Number 44 is Halloween Resurrection. This is my first time ever watching this movie. And it's not a great movie, but I still had some fun with it. Number 43 is Christy. What is the hype over this movie? This, I heard, was like hyped up a lot. It's a Thanksgiving horror movie that's set on this college. It's just a cat and mouse chase for an hour and 30 minutes. It's so boring. I don't understand the hype. It looks good, and it's got good cinematography. I'll give it that. Number 42 is going to be Hell House LLC. Number 2, The Abandoned Hotel. I don't even remember what happened in this one. This movie is like a nuke top 10s video. You know those videos? It's like top 10 hoaxes on TikTok, and they got the circles and the red arrows. This is what that felt like. It's not a good movie. It has terrible acting, and is my least favorite of the Hell House series. Number 41 is Slumber Party Massacre, the remake from 2021. Now, my ranking actually has changed. That's not my least favorite. 3 is better than that one. I don't know what I was thinking. Number 40 is going to be The Hills Have Eyes, the original. Not a fan of it at all. Very, very slow. It has cool, like, slasher elements, but I really wanted more body gore. That's what it was missing, and Wes Craven definitely has improved. I was not a fan of that movie at all. Number 39 is Kill Your Darlings. This movie intrigued me because it stars Daniel Radcliffe and Dane DeHaan, and it is based off a true story that I don't know much about, so I don't know if it's accurate to that or not. Just based off of my enjoyment, it's not that great of a movie. It's slow, it's told out of order, you don't really care about the characters, and overall it wasn't that good. Number 38 is the last horror film, which was originally Maniac 2, which you'll see Maniac 1 way later. And it's very fun, but it's not a good movie at all, in my opinion. It's one of those slashers where you can tell it's not a good movie, but you still have fun with it. Number 47 is Come to Daddy, a movie that stars Elijah Wood. And I did not like this movie. Like, I mean, there's some moments that are cool, but it's a little weird for me. But I can see how someone would like it. Number 36 is going to be Hell House LLC 3, Like a Fire. This one was okay. Again, with the acting, like, I don't know what happened. The acting in the first movie was actually pretty solid. I don't know what happened, but this one was just okay. Number 35 is going to be Slumber Party Massacre 3, a very fun slasher that has a lot of plot holes, but it's just a really fun time. Number 34 is going to be The Mutilator. This is a very mediocre slasher that you have a little bit of fun with, but the twist is like, is it even a twist? And the characters are all annoying. You don't care if they die. I mean, it's a slasher. You're gonna get what you get out of a slasher. It's a okay slasher. Number 33 is the Rear Window remake. Now, I have to apologize. When I did that video, this is also in the unnecessary remakes video. When I did that video, I had no idea that Christopher Reeves was paralyzed in real life. I've learned about that now. My mom told me about it. I was unaware. So if I said something in the video that was like, I don't like how they made him paralyzed in the movie, I thought he was acting. I did not know he was paralyzed. So no hate on that. I had no idea. Actually, a decent remake. I had quite a bit of fun out of it. I was expecting to hate it, and I actually liked it. I actually liked it a decent amount. Number 32 is going to be The Evil. A 1978 horror movie that's kind of been getting a cult following. It's like a haunted house. It's a haunted house movie that doesn't really have any flair to it. It's okay. Number 31 is going to be The Prowler. Now, when Thanksgiving came out, I watched an interview with Eli Roth, and he talked about The Prowler a lot and said it was a huge inspiration. And I've heard about other people talk about it before, so that really intrigued me. It's okay. It's definitely a good slasher and it's well made, but I wasn't huge on it. The killer design is sick though. And the gore, dude, the gore in The Prowler. Boom, it's worth it to watch it just for that. Tom Savini. Tom Savini. Number 30 is going to be the original Slumber Party Massacre. It's an okay movie, a little too slow for me, but it's a pretty good slasher. Number 29 is going to be We Are Still Here, another haunted house movie that stars Barbara Crampton. I heard about this on TikTok, and I had no idea what it was, so I watched it. It has really, really, really solid moments, like really good moments, but it takes a long time to get to those moments, and in between those big moments, it's just But there's some really solid, suspenseful moments in it, and it's not a movie to skip. I think if you like haunted house movies specifically, for sure, go check that one out. Number 28 is going to be Made, which is a comedy by Jon Favreau. I think that's how you say his name. From 2001, that stars Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn. Pretty much, you got these two boxers who are like lifelong friends, and they do this mission for money. It's a fun little comedy. It's got some good jokes, but it's okay. It's okay. I do think it's a little underrated. I don't hear anyone talk about it. Number 27 is going to be Open 24 Hours. A little like, it's an interesting slasher where pretty much the killer only kills when it rains, which is an interesting concept. And there's obviously a bunch of lore. It just dragged on way too long for me, and by the end of it, you're just like, that was okay. It wasn't a favorite of mine or anything. Number 26 is going to be Maniac Cop. I thought I was going to like this movie so much more, but it was too action flick for me. I wanted a horror movie, and I got an action movie. I'm not a big action movie guy, so I wasn't huge on it. Bruce Campbell was great in it. Tom Atkins, of course, was fantastic in it. And I can understand why it's considered a classic, but I wasn't huge on it. Maybe I'll like the sequels better whenever I get to them. Number 25 is going to be Prince of Darkness. So one of my favorite YouTube channels is, I'm going to shout him out, Planet CHH. And he has been talking about this movie a lot lately, saying that it is John Carpenter's most underrated movie. Because he's a big Alice Cooper guy. Alice Cooper's in it, so I saw screenshots. It looked interesting. I watched it. It's a good movie, but it's so slow. And I know I sound like I'm very picky on slow movies. That's my main problem with John Carpenter movies, is that they're slow. The final act of this movie is way too slow, but it is a very well done movie. And Donald Pleasance is fantastic, and so is Victor Wong. I was blown away by his performance, so definitely a good movie that is underrated, even though I thought it was just okay. Number 24 is going to be Rocky 3. My least favorite Rocky, I haven't watched them all yet, but that's my least favorite one so far. I didn't think Mr. T was an intimidating opponent at all. I didn't find him to be too interesting. And I wish we got more time with Mickey. I really do. But it's still a good movie. Number 23 is going to be Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. People are gonna get mad that I have that above Rocky 3. I can already hear it. Yeah, I watched this for the first time this month. I was blown away. I thought I was gonna hate it. I swear to God, I thought I was gonna hate it. A really good slasher. I like the weird elements that people talk about a lot with the horse. I thought it was a great subtext. I liked it a lot. I liked this movie a lot. Number 22 is going to be the 2012 remake of Maniac starring Elijah Wood. And it was pretty good. The main change of it, pretty much everything's the same besides the main change is that the whole movie is POV. So it's pretty much found footage. And I thought that choice was pretty good. And it's a very beautiful, stylish remake that had fantastic cinematography. And yeah, it's a solid movie. Number 21 is going to be Chopping Mall. Now, I had no idea what this movie was. I just heard about it a lot. And I had no idea it was about a killer robot. And holy shit, was I having a good time watching this. I loved this. This was so much fun. It was such a blast. Great effects, once again. Great humor. Very campy. Awesome 80s slasher. I loved it. Number 20 is going to be Slumber Party Massacre 2, which is my favorite Slumber Party Massacre. I actually really like this movie. It's very weird and very 80s and very campy, but I loved every second of it. I love that movie. Number 19 is going to be Dutch. Another movie that I heard from CHH and Tabata Vision on their Planet Dirty podcast. I'm shouting them out again because I love their channels. This is a Thanksgiving comedy that stars Ed O'Neill, which you might know from Modern Family, and also has Ethan Embry, which blew my mind because he's a kid in this movie. He is the main character in Devil's Candy. That blew my mind. It doesn't look like him at all, but Dutch is a very heartwarming comedy about this guy who dates this girl who has a kid, and he's trying to, bond with his kid, and his kid's a real hard ass. It's a really funny movie, and I recommend it. It's so underrated. I don't hear no one talk about it. Number 18 is going to be The Killer, David Fincher's most recent movie. I liked it quite a bit. It reminded me a lot of the Hitman games. You're going location to location. And obviously he's a hitman, so that makes sense. I thought it was pretty good. Rocky 2 is number 17. Rocky 2, I'm trying to remember because they all kind of merge. Rocky 2 was pretty good. I liked it quite a bit. I'll talk about that later when I get to Rocky 1. Number 16 is going to be Arachnophobia. I talked about this a little bit in my Pop Funko collection. This is a really solid spider movie that I really like because most spider movies, the spiders are comically large. This movie, they're tiny. You get the heebie-jeebies, you get the chills, and I'm not even afraid of spiders, and I got the chills at times. Great performances from Jeff Daniels and John Goodman. I highly recommend that movie. Thanksgiving is number 15. I saw this in theaters opening day. I love this movie. I liked it. It's one of my favorites of the year. It's a very fun slasher, and they just announced a sequel. So, yeah, very good movie. Number 14 is going to be Planet Terror. So I watched Grindhouse this month, and I split them up in two. So you'll see Death Proof a little later. Planet Terror I liked quite a bit and was my favorite initially until I gave it some thought. Very good zombie flick. I love the Grindhouse feel of it, and every performance is fantastic. Number 13 is going to be The Stuff, which I watched today. Very good movie. I liked it a lot. Watched it with my mom. Yeah, it was very good. Very good performances all around. How many times am I going to say very good? But I like that movie a lot. Number 12 is going to be Reanimator, the original. Oh my God, so solid. I love this movie. Jeffrey Combs, man. He was great in this. Very solid movie and such a cool take on like the Frankenstein feel, and I liked it a lot. Number 11 is going to be Death Proof, which I was iffy on the first time I watched it, and then I watched it again and I liked it even more. Such a great movie. Quentin Tarantino's definitely his most underrated movie. So good. I think you have to watch it twice because you don't know what you're getting into the first watch. Once you watch it again, you know what you're getting into. Now, the main pet peeve that people have with this movie is that it's half dialogue. Kinda, but it's Quentin Tarantino. I mean, have you not seen Pulp Fiction? That's what Pulp Fiction is. Number 10 is going to be Hell House Origins, the most recent one. I was very, very surprised by this one. Very suspenseful, very eerie. One of my favorites of the year. I had a lot of fun with this. The clowns in this one are scary as shit. There are a lot of cliches that, you know, like they just saw a head peek from the corner of the corridor. Why are they not leaving? You know, that type of thing. But you get over it. You get over it. Number 9 is going to be Rocky 4. One of my favorites of the whole entire Rocky franchise. I like this one quite a bit. I like the scenery change of going to Russia. The opponent was amazing. And I had a lot of fun with this one. And I really like the training montages in this one. I'm probably on an island, though. I don't like the soundtrack. I think it's annoying. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. Number 8 is going to be the first Hell House. Oh my God, was I blown away. I watched this at like 4 in the morning by myself in the dark with no lights on. Dude, I was terrified. And I have not felt like that in a long time. Very good found footage movie. Number 7 is going to be Terrified. I watched it. This is by the same guy who did When Evil Lurks. I like Terrified a lot. I liked it a lot. I don't understand why people think it's okay. I thought it was a really good haunted house flick. It's definitely better than the Insidious movies and the Conjuring movies. Definitely. It's probably one of the best ghost supernatural takes that I've seen. So, very solid. Number 6, sorry, I have bad eyes, is The Holdovers. I did a whole review on this, so if you want to hear me talk about it, go click on that video. Very heartwarming movie. I liked all the performances. One of my favorites of the year. Number 5 is going to be April Fool's Day. Oh my God, a great movie. I love this. All the performances are great. You have a fantastic twist that was probably obvious, but I'm so like, you know, in the stars just watching the movie that I'm not even like thinking about what the twist could be. Such a good movie. So much fun. 80s camp slasher. Campy, not camp. 80s campy slasher. So I recommend it a lot. I like that one. Number 4 is going to be They Live. Dude, this one blew my mind. This is my favorite John Carpenter so far. I like this more than Halloween. I really do. Such a great movie. Like, I was thinking about doing a whole review on it. I might, because I know what I'm getting for Christmas. One of the gifts I'm getting is the 4K Steelbook. And I want to see that on 4K, and I'll probably review that then. When Evil Lurks is my number 3 spot. This is my favorite movie of the year so far. Oh my God, so amazing. I made a whole review about it. Go check it out. Number 2 is going to be Rocky, the first one. My favorite Rocky. Such a great movie. I love the romance elements more than the boxing elements. Very, very good movie. I understand. My voice is like going out. I understand the hype on that one now. And number 1 is going to be Maniac, the original one from 1980. This is number 1. I loved this movie. It's such a grindhousey feel of a movie. If you guys have played the Puppet Combo games, I know where they get their inspiration now. This felt like I was playing Murder House. If you guys have ever played that. Great game, by the way. This is what it felt like, kinda. The first scene where the kid's in the mall. Dude, I feel like he got like all of his inspirations from his games from this movie. Such a fantastic movie. Amazing performance from Joe Spinell. I highly recommend it. One of the best slashers I've ever seen. And that was everything I watched in November ranked. Excluding rewatches. I didn't put rewatches on here. I don't think I said that earlier. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I might do this every month. And yeah, I kind of did a fire round because we're already at 20 minutes. But that was, how many movies was that I just listed off? 47. So almost 50 movies within 30 days. I think that's pretty good. If you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, my bad. I didn't do my intro right. Follow my Instagram at IanLives_. Follow my Letterboxd at wehateian. Please like and subscribe. And I am going to be signing off. Peace!